Hello, hello, beautiful person watching this. I am very happy that you're here. Welcome to the very first run I'll be posting of the Bazaar. Been absolutely loving this game. I have mainly been playing Pygmalion and Vanessa. Still going to be learning dueling on my own time, but for now I'll be starting with a Pygmalion run, and we'll see how it goes. Ranked, of course. And we head to the loft and see what we get. I know this game is in closed beta. Perhaps some viewers won't have seen the game at all. So would like to give a little bit of information about the game. Immediately we have our choice of 3 different items here. These are all silver items, as they're indicated by the silver border around them, which is quite good. Most items that you're buying at early levels are bronze items, which are weaker. To upgrade an item to silver and then to gold and then to diamond, you just have to find a duplicate of the item and buy it, and they will combine. Golf club seems very good. It's a weapon for the early game and scales with healing. Healing is pretty strong at the moment for Pig, as they have the bird, which we will probably find later. We have the option to increase the weapon's damage by 12 or give our heal items more. This is also fine, but can be a bit hard to use this in the early game. We really want that little bit of oomph for the first few fights. That would be great. So I'm going to be taking the heal boost. Also, those skills are gold skills. So that'd be bronze, silver, and then gold. Very, very strong for a first skill. And so that choice can matter quite a bit if you happen to get a very good skill there. Here we've got basically 3 gold as an option. Spare change sells for 1 by default, but this has a little bit of extra synergy if, for example, you have an item that says every time you sell a small item, gain some bonus. Currently we don't have that, so at the moment this is just 3 gold. Strange Mushroom is pretty good, gives an experience or gold if you prefer, and then you also have the option to buy small items. I'm gonna go to the small items store in this case, and there's the bird already. The bird is probably the strongest item for Pig right now. Once you get them properties and it has multicast, the synergy is crazy. I now have the choice to reroll or not. I'm going to choose to reroll. And we've got a little hatchet here. Gives you a spare change when you buy it. And we've got our first fight. This will usually give a thing that when you sell it, it increases one of your shield items, but I don't have any of those at the moment. This may give something that increases burning, because it's a fire guy. And this guy I'm not sure about. But the fights generally, by theme, you can tell kind of what they're about and what they may give you as a reward, which is nice. And you can see this bird, even though I don't have any multicast on it yet, because I have no properties in play, is going to buff this golf clubs quite a bit. And the silver golf clubs gains 20 damage each time you heal, which is very strong. So this was, of course, easy. I think it's almost impossible to lose this fight because you just have more health than the monster. They don't really do anything. Round 1. But basically just a free little fight win there. This is, you may get a item or 1 XP, or you can spend 5 gold to get 2 XP. I currently don't have 5 gold, so actually I could if I sell this spare change. So I think I will do that. And then next time you go to a floor, or the next hour as it's called in this game, you will get 1 XP, and I only need 1 more XP to level up, so I will level up here. And I will have to fill 2 more slots here, which the Langjin could fill, but I don't have any money at the moment, so I have the option to lose 1 income to gain 8 gold immediately, or do nothing, pretty much. I will take the gold. Income is something that is pretty obtainable as Pig, so it'll be pretty easy to counteract that later. I have the option to upgrade this golf clubs to gold, which is very, very good here. It'll increase by 30 for the fight every time I heal. Pretty strong. I will do that. And I have nothing except the Langjin, so I will put that in, and off we go.
Go ahead.
Boring.
It makes this more fun.
So double-barreled shotgun is decent damage early game, but only has 2 ammo. So now he's not going to be able to do anything, and I will win eventually with the scaling golf club here. Pretty weak opponent, but sometimes they are at the mercy of what they get early game, and you happen to be stronger than them. No big deal if you lose or win the first fight, but it's always nice to start racking them up. So we've got regen-old for healing skills. And this guy seems to be a bit rare relative to the other vendors of skills. And the tools are not amazing. Get a freeze item for free is nice, but I'm gonna go try to see if I can find a good heal skill here. Nothing amazing here. This requires a large item to be in play and used. This seems okay. This would be okay if I had a large heal item. And of course you have to consider, will I have a large heal item later? It's not necessarily that important that this bonus does something immediately. You want to pick the best one for later sometimes, but since I will have the bird, most likely, then the small items increasing healing seems quite good. So the medium item vendor may have a property. ATM would be very good, then the bird would heal for more, and get a weapon also seems fine. But this is basically just get 1 or 2 gold probably, if I don't like the weapon. I'm gonna go to the medium item vendor.
Sale, no sale.
I've got a safe. I don't have any synergy for selling spare change yet, so this is basically just -1 gold. So I'm gonna reroll. I'm not a fan of the dog or the addle-addle. I already have golf clubs as my damage, so no need for weapons. A bit unlucky to get these 3 here. And that's much better. We've got an ATM and a weights. Weights is very strong with the bird because it'll heal multiple times, and then this bottom line says when you heal while at max health, charge the weights for a second. So the bird will heal, repeatedly giving the weights charge, which then buffs the bird even more, etc. I will be taking weights here for sure, and I need 2 more gold, so the Lang Jin can go very easily. Weights, ATM, and I actually don't have a room yet for both of these, which is a bit unfortunate. ATM is gonna be better here, surely, than that, because it'll give this +2 multicast. The item itself is really quite bad, but the fact that it's a property and it only takes up 2 spaces makes it valuable for this sort of build. And then when I level up, I will have a weights to put in, and I'll be really strong. But already pretty strong. The bird is gonna buff this by 90 every time it goes off. So this is basically useless. Doing 5 every 5 seconds is not going to matter when you have a golf clubs in play. But I've got nothing else. Now we're looking for XP. I already have a bit of a build going. Here's some XP. Weapon vendor not great. Spare change is fine, but not as good as Mountain Pass. Also, this will give 2 gold anyway. So this event is really quite strong. 2 gold and 1 XP for free is nice and good. We have economy item, heal item, or weapon. Economy item seems pretty good. Heal item could be really good, but on average, better just take the economy item, I would say. So I can buy this, and I believe the spare change will be silver that I get, which would sell for 2. Yep, there we go. And so because I upgraded the axe to a silver axe, then the spare change that I received was matching the rarity. I have the option to take an XP for free. It is hour 4, and so I'm at 0 XP at the moment, so no way I level up before the day ends. Which makes taking the XP arguably a little bit less valuable. But the others don't seem amazing. I don't have much money to buy items at JJ. So I'll take the XP pretty easily, I would say. And should be good to go.
You do see these tusks, right?
A fellow, this is the Ganjo, is that what it's called in this game? Ooh, I accidentally, this is a bit of a bug, where if you're hovering one of your items when the round starts, then it won't go away, because the fight is sort of locked But yeah, my opponent's not very strong here. Easy fight.
You can learn a lot.
Of course, it takes some time to rank up in this game, as a run takes quite a while. So I'm still in silver, I believe, but over time, we're getting there. Silver items is pretty good. Of course, Sterling, very cute name. XP is also good, but I think no matter what, I'm hitting the next level up here today, so it should be fine to not take this XP here. Definitely want to unlock that board space before the next fight. Here we've got a Lupe. This item is really quite good, and it's silver, you see, of course. Not sure there even is a bronze Lupe, since this is the minimum. Small items have +1 sell value. And that means that every spare change you sell, every chocolate bar you sell, every gumball you sell, you're going to get that 1 gold out of it. And it ends up adding up really quite well. And only takes up 1 space in your stash, which is amazing. And that's another reason why you might think, why wouldn't you sell the sharpening stone earlier? The damage on this actually is pretty much no consequence at all. And you could eventually find a thing that synergizes with selling small items like this. So now this will sell for 3 instead. And I'm going to reroll. Here we got a vending machine. Vending machine's excellent with the Lupe. And I can now afford it, so I will buy it. I have no gold, so I want to take things that give me stuff for free. These 2 sell things, and this one doesn't, so I'll take that. And I happen to get a bird upgrade. Not as good as you would think. The upgrade on the bird, very inconsequential. You usually want to find a way to scale the bird other than upgrading it. But of course, definitely not complaining. But if it did happen to be an item that was another small item that heals, then I could have put it in place of this hatchet, which is not doing much. I think I'm strong enough to take the 6 gold fight here. I will do that. Does this do anything? Nope.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Some items, they have an effect while they're in your stash, as well as while they're in play. So yeah, they got the barbed wire build going on. But luckily I'm doing enough damage that the force field doesn't get out of hand. And should be pretty free. Very nice.
Power outage!
And it may drop the force field, it may just drop the scrap as well.
You seem like a nice
That's a gold
person.
scrap.
More is more.
So the ATM will actually get buffed here, which is nice. Another bonus of having properties is that sometimes you'll be offered things that say if you have a property, gain some bonus. And so yeah, that seems quite good. Excuse me. I could also take the 5 chocolate bars or gumballs, or the pails. All fine, but I'll be taking the income here. Feeling already pretty strong, so just take the scaling. Now I have 2 more spaces to fill on my board. Small items aren't amazing. I'm going to take the abandoned chest here, and golden XP. And here we've got non-weapon items, which is great.
Discounts for
Hoping for something good here. Got a bushel. Bushel ain't bad. Not stunning or anything, but pretty strong early game. Along with the bird, which will heal 3 times, and I'll gain 30 shield. And I could reroll here. I do have this axe that's not doing a whole lot, as I've already said. So we'll reroll. And I found marbles, which is decent with the bird. It's not amazing, but it is better than the hatchet, so I'll take it. Only 1 small item to synergize with it, but since it casts 3 times, it's good enough, I would say. And this getting... see, this is a bit of a decision, because Bushel usually doesn't last as long as the ATM does, just by the nature of ATM being a property buffing the bird. However, right now, Bushel is in play, and the scrap on Bushel is way better, because it's getting essentially triple buffed by this bird. So I will buff the Bushel. ATM shielding for more or less doesn't really matter long term. It's just a role player for the build. And we've got Card Cuck, a dually player.
I should warn you, I'm not like other Jabalians.
Sometimes dually seems quite bad. On other times, I die in 1 second to dually. There's obviously something that I'm missing there, and probably many people are. But I just happen to not really know what all of the items do for dually quite yet. He's doing a power drill burn thing. And
Got potential, I bet.
we'll see how that goes, but for now, he's a bit too weak to beat my very strong start. Gonna sell these chocolate bars now to get some more health. I could have waited just in case I got something. I'm gonna see what the economic items have to hold for me. We've got a safe here, so this now will actually give me 6 because I have the Lupe. And so this is just straight up value to buy. Same for the hatchet. This will go down to all items sell for half their cost by default, of course. So buy the hatchet for 4, sell it for 2, but then the Lupe buffs it to 3. And then the spare change that it gives me will also sell for 3. So I will buy that as well. And reroll. I could buy this cash register, but I already have a vending machine, and this cash register is bronze, whereas the vending machine I have is silver. So this will be giving me bronze spare change, whereas this is giving me silver chocolate bars or spare change. And you don't want to have both because you do have a limited number of space. Eventually you could run into some trouble there. Got some properties, that's nice. So this is probably where I am moving out the bushel already. This sounds fine, this money tree thing, but I've noticed it's a bit weak. The buff that you're getting when you sell a spare change only applies to the money tree. You would prefer the lemonade stand, which gives you max health every time you sell an item, for example. So I will sell this, so I have enough to buy this, and we leave. Now we've got the option for silver items again, or we have chocolate bars. I think I will check out the silver items once again. There are quite a lot of items I would love to see right now. Snow globe is pretty good. That's a 3rd property. I don't believe I have room for it if I'm going for the golf clubs thing though. So I'm gonna pass on the snow globe. I feel like this looks really strong, but I've had a hard time fitting it in personally. And I have given it a good chance, that's for sure. Bootstraps, in my experience, is way too slow. And we go next. So we'll have a look at our lineup here. We would love for this to be in, and then marbles can go. And now our bird heals for 5, which will then consequently, if we're at full HP, charge the weights for more, and of course, buff the golf clubs 5 times. The weights is mainly in play to buff the bird, because over time, if your opponent is also scaling, they're going to do more and more and more damage to you. And so if the bird remains at 36 heal, you might not be able to be at full, and then keep buffing the weights with the charge effect. Am I strong enough to take the 7? I don't really know what this guy does, so I will try it. See what happens. This looks pretty weak, so I'm happy about that. When you slow, your weapons gain 3 damage for the fight. That is the whole thing, I believe. Hopefully the golf clubs gets there though. Ouch! Don't die? Oh my goodness. That's a shame. But no consequence for losing the NPC fight, unless other than not getting the reward at the end. So all good. Upgrade your leftmost shield item. Doesn't do a whole lot. Chocolate bars or gumballs. I'm gonna sell this hatchet, and then I do have enough room to save the bushel for now. I'm probably gonna get rid of it eventually, but might as well keep it. This is definitely not gonna stick around forever. It's just a property that also happens to heal, but would prefer vineyard very much. I'll just take XP is good too, but I'll take the chocolate bars or gumballs. 10 HP, crit chance, damage, shield, and 10 health. This event is really quite terrible. Burn, poison, a little bit of weapon damage, or double all of those effects. I'm not running burn or poison, and the weapon damage is inconsequential. So I'm never picking that. The weapon event is also not amazing, but it could have something good for me. Yo-Yo is also generally quite good. This would actually buff me against a player, which is good. So perhaps I take this just because the weapons are unlikely to be good, and pretty much guarantees a win for the next fight. The Dox is currently bugged. The Dox is meant to give skills, but it is currently giving items. It may be intended, but if it is intended, then the wording is incorrect of the fight, or the event. There's also a small item vendor, which is pretty good, and there's just get a small weapon, which is probably mediocre. The Dox is fine, though, still, even though it's bugged. So, as you see, it says gain a shield skill, tool skill, weapon skill, but in reality, they're going to give items at the moment. Closed beta moment, no need to worry. I will take the tool. We got a shovel. Definitely not amazing. Gonna go ahead and sell this bushel now. Because next day I'm going to be getting 3 chocolate bars or spare change, as well as 1 small item from the shovel. Opponent is doing nothing. So this is a free one yet again. He has a spare change in play, and no damage, except a flail, with no damage buff. Bronze flail even. But he is going along with the value. He's got this fixture upper as diamond already. So perhaps something eventually. Abandoned chest, good as always. And start of a new day. Small and mediums are pretty good. Sell my items. And so here we've got monocle from the shovel. So free gold. Can't complain. We're already at 45 and 9 income. Pretty good. I'm kind of torn between these two. Obviously some variance on Quixel, whereas the Lost Crate is just consistent. You always get 2 gold, 1 XP. Very strong. If this has weights upgrade, ATM upgrade, another medium property, Yo-Yo would be cool, but I'm not really sure I'm putting that in yet. Then could be a good store, but I'm just going to take the Lost Crate. And we've got a JJ, there's chocolate bars. This will give me at least 5 gold. So I'm looking like I'm kind of just going big here. I'm already rather strong. I'm going to wait to go to vendors for when it's like large items or properties. Like that. I'm going to take the 5 gold one here. Don't feel the need to go diamond chocolate bars or gold chocolate bars. And I think I'm strong enough to take on the mod squad. We'll see how that goes. Make it a crypto here. As Reynad, I believe once said was his favorite item in the game. It is funny. Some social commentary. 2 cryptos. And there it is, our crypto. So we're looking for it to go to the moon and change its value to, I would say, at least 15 for me to be happy about it. Here we can take any of these, are pretty good, to be honest. And so yeah, you have to check the crypto value every hour. So it might be a good idea to, if you're a big nerd about it, you could put it in play so that you don't have to open your chest. I'm just debating between this. This gives me 4 items, but it might not be as good as 2 spare change that are upgraded. I am going to take the loot items though. And we've got insect wings, which is pretty good. Scrap, which is whatever. Extract, which does nothing. And Eagle Talisman, which will give the golf clubs some crit. Not too bad. We're still at 5 here. I have to go into an event. Again, we've got Mountain Pass, which is good. I'm going to do it. Love it. And we got the gold item vendor. Gold item vendor is quite good. I'm going to have a look. Got a tea set. Whenever you use a non-weapon item, permanently gain +2 max health. I don't think I've ever had this offered to me before. Bootstraps is interesting. It's gold, so it would upgrade a lot of these items. And I already have a lot of gold, so I can actually spend gold. I still think it's not good enough though. It just takes up room. If it was like a 1 slot item, maybe. Tea set is interesting. This gives me a lot of health each fight, but I have to have it in play. That would be removing weights, I guess. Not sure how I feel about that. I'm just gonna reroll. I think Beehive is really bad. It's a bit weird. But, of course, very new still. Could be totally wrong. And I'm going to keep going without selling that 14 gold crypto.
Sure. Have you noticed I'm huge? Hmm?
My opponent's also on golf clubs. Bushel, he doesn't have the bird though. So this ATM being in play is not making a lot of sense. Unfortunately. It seems like they're trying to force what I'm doing without actually getting the bird first. But it turns out that doesn't really work. The bird is the reason you have the properties in play. Sell, 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 sell. And I'm going to get rid of this shovel also. Now I can buy the gold bars because I have so much money. If only I had something that synergized with selling things. Here's my large item vendor. Have a look here. Oh, we got the lemonade stand. That's exactly what we wanted there. That says whenever you sell a small item, gain max health. It goes 10, 20, 40. There's also a hogwash upgrade. I think I can just put the lemonade stand in play, and then I have to take up 3 of my slots with this item. Gaining max health for the fight is fine, but no worries. Buy the lemonade stand. Reroll.
What should I do with it?
And we've got a pawn shop. I could take the pawn shop just to make some money. As every time you sell an item, any item, this gains a value, so just keep it around, sell stuff, and then eventually sell it for more than you bought it for. However, that does take up room. So I don't know how I feel about it. I'm gonna just go move on, I think. You've got get 2 chocolate bars, which would also give me 20 health, in addition to the health it already gives. And Infernal is a bit strong. This is the scaling burn guy, and I don't have that much damage, front loaded. I have to live for quite a while for my golf clubs to buff. So gonna avoid the Infernal. Just a bit too spooky. And that worked out.
I've come too far.
Now we've got
to let
a
you
nice
stop
crane. I'm going to sell this crypto for 15 now. And I'll take the crane, which will sell for 12. Of course, not doing a whole lot for me. That's never getting put in play, but a free 12 gold. Very nice. Gain 3 gold, pretty much out of the question here. I already have so much gold. This would at least give me experience. And then there's also mid's worth. I'm going to take the XP plus gold again. And here we've got 2 XP for 5 gold or economic items. I am going to take the XP again. I'm still not sure if I'm overvaluing XP or not, but that is rather large. That's a lot of health. And of course the lemonade stand will heal for more if I have more health. I'm gonna do this and see what happens. It's always fun. And then tomorrow the day will start. I'll get some stuff from the vending machine that I could sell, and we'll have a little bit of gold once again.
My people believe in peace. Boring!
Against Charl. So we've got friends type beat. Party like it's 1999 in binary. I looked that up. So yeah, looks like this is ramping pretty hard, but just not as hard as me. That looks promising though. Nice little friend to build going on with the companion core. So now, sell this and this and this. Haste and charge skills is a bit interesting. Not sure what that's about. I'm gonna have a look. When you use a property, haste items adjacent to it 1 second. The first time you fall below half health each fight, haste your items 2 seconds. First 5 times you crit each fight, charge an item 2 seconds. I don't have enough crit for that to be worth it, and I don't think it's that good later anyway. These two seem fine. I do have properties in play, so I'm going to take the tall buildings. Here we have chocolate bars, and this is a good reason why you don't want to have too much stuff in your stash. Because then if you want to take the chocolate bar event, you won't have room. You gotta sort it out. Of course, just regular chocolate bars here. I have no gold. Not sure what Shock Trooper does, but let's have a look. Bit of a burn build. That scales this plasma rifle, it seems. By a lot. Holy moly. Hopefully I'm fine. Ruh-roh. Get there, get there, get there. Huge. To the, these should be next to each other, I think. And the bird should be involved getting hasted, so I forgot to readjust my board after getting the tall buildings skill. I'll have to do that now. Sell the torch. So weights can be on the outside, that's fine. And weights not being involved at all is fine. So we want ATM to haste these two. So this is going off the most often, and then this can haste the ATM, which then causes it to happen more often. And this will also get hasted a little bit by the lemonade stand, which is nice. And then the weights can stay on the outside because it's already being charged by all my healing. Seems fine. Check out the gold items. Here we've got a gold snow globe. This can be a property in place of ATM, which is reasonable. But it would only have multicast +1. It is probably better than gaining 14 shield though. And it does have multicast, so it's basically the same thing as 1 every 3 seconds, 2 times every 6 seconds. It's a little bit slower to get going, so the bird won't be hasted as fast. Alternatively, I could get rid of weights, have 3 properties in play. This would go off 7 times, and that could be really quite good later. I have other ways to buff my healing guys. So I will buy the snow globe, and it's a bit speculative right now. I'm not sure how good that'll be. I have room for this. I also have the option to get an economy item. Kind of like that. Pretty trash result. That's okay though. Still 3 gold. And temporary boost is pretty good. That would allow me to take the get rid of weights very easily if I take this one. But 10% max HP is pretty good. I will do that, and I'm gonna give this a try. Take out the weights, put this in. And so yeah, we've got ATM buffing the bird and the snow globe. We've got the snow globe hasting these two 3 times each. And then we've got the lemonade stand buffing the golf clubs and the snow globe again. Looking pretty good. I only hope that weights is not that important to buff the bird. But I think with 5,500 HP, I just want to buff them golf clubs. Quite a lot. My opponent has the vineyard combo with the yo-yo. My opponent's very strong. Yeah, the yo-yo procs each time off the bird. And looks like they're doing some bullshit. So, opponent's looking good. But that's okay, we can lose some. Ideally, this would be a vineyard, of course. And then lemonade stand could just hang out here. Just like that guy had. Check out JJ, I believe.
Come on in.
Now that I've leveled up quite a lot, I'm gonna have, you know, gold items offered more often. And so we're looking for a vineyard. Nope.
That's okay. It was nice to
This
see.
event is trash. Health, toughness, and shield. Not be vineyard. I'll take the health. Dr. Vortex is sounding a bit spooky. This is the Ouroboros guy, and it should be pretty free.
Not all Jabalians
Sleeping
are
potion.
pacifists.
It's going straight to the bank. Buy experience or small and medium items. Definitely looking for large items right now, so I'll just take the XP.
Very interesting things. You won't believe who I met the other day.
And that's 28 gold for free. Seems good. Skills are good. And this guy unfortunately can sell small items too. I'll just take the skill.
At least a grain of wisdom. Since you have
This is actually looking hella good here. Getting that to 2 seconds means they're going to be hasted so much more often. I'll take that, and I don't think it's close.
Moving up in the world.
And now I'm even more comfortable to leave this in play instead of weights. Should be fine.
You do see these tusks, right?
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
Opponent's on aquatic poison with the astrolabe as diamond. So yeah, I'm going to be getting hasted on quite a lot. But the question is, can I kill him faster? And freezing items is quite good. The items can't haste themselves if they're frozen, turns out. It doesn't look like they're here.
I paint my ship red, but I don't.
Still unclear if weights would have been better there.
Next time I'll show you what I learned from this.
But that was a very strong build. 17 poison, I think, on that pufferfish guy. That's crazy. Non-weapon item. Have a look.
Hide your dextrements.
Upgrade Lupe.
That's quality.
Loup. Gold money tree. Still not even close, I don't think. Check out Barkin.
small things remind me of seeds, acorns.
Nope. And there's a golf club upgrade. So now this one costs 16. I don't believe I'll get money back for it, but it does give me
Where's
maximum
Mixworth?
health.
Oh, did he see me close a deal?
Yeah, I'll lose 1 gold on it. That's fine. And weapons platform. Not sure what that's about, but just gonna take the middle guy.
You crossed someone you shouldn't have.
Sniper rifle is a bit spooky.
You bought yourself some
I got the 6% crit. Didn't matter, but let's hold on to that energy for the next player fight.
Believe you'll win, and you'll win, but not
Sniper
against me.
rifle. Oh, upgrading lemonade stand is very good. Also, upgrading snow globe is very good. It will make the freeze last longer. Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade lemonade stand for now. I would love to upgrade both. I already have so much health. I think I'm just gonna upgrade this actually. And so now it freezes for 3 seconds each time. Very strong. Oh, the sniper rifle. Some gumballs. Now, unfortunately, this is losing me 100 health that I didn't take the lemonade stand option. Because, yeah, it's 10 gumballs. So this will be, every time you sell a small item, gain a 20 max health instead. If I had chosen to upgrade it. But I'm just still going to do it. Unfortunately, there's no buy 5, buy 10 option yet. Surely that'll be added eventually. There's no way we're going to be manually clicking 10 gumballs for the whole time this game exists. I have to imagine. Not complaining. And sells tools, sells small items, sells, or just get a weapon. Gonna have a look at the small items.
Size dilutes the brain. Mind is
There's that upgrade as well. So at this point, like literally any small item I buy is
be remorseless.
that isn't diamond, I think, will be. I can just get a straight up refund on it.
You want to buy that? I mean,
Nope, I'll lose 1 gold each. That's fine. And we've got Vanessa. Vanessa has already died and only has 3 wins, so unless they just started absolutely popping off, this should be
Dreams are too
an easy fight, hopefully.
for you to steal.
My fight isn't with you, but if you insist.
Opponent seems to have a very strong sort of weapons thing going on. Just trying to cheese you. But they have no defense at all, no health. And they'll die to 1 more golf club hit here.
Next time, boys, less blunder, more plunder.
Yep, that opponent is
Now that was invigorating.
out. Medium items. Pretty much already good on those. So, I will take the experience.
I know everything that goes on. Don't tell anyone I told you.
Shield skill. And I level up anyway. Ooh, diamond? Nope, just crit chance. The first time you use a large item each fight, adjacent shield items gain 30 shield. It's kind of whatever. Plus 18 or double your level. This is just better, so I'll take that. And we do this. Get the loot items. Lord of the Wastes is very doable. Oh wow, that's so strong. Wow, wow, wow. Plus 1 second to freeze on this now. Multicast 3. Freeze 1 item for 4 seconds. That is pretty brutal. I'll take Lord of the Wastes. I think Lord of the Wastes is one of the easier, you know, strong fights. And you can get the genie lamp. If it ever says void in the name of the fight, don't take it because it'll destroy your items and you will lose. Unless you are killing them in 3 seconds or less.
Let the desert cleanse you.
Talking pre-nerf skyscraper type builds.
You seem like a nice person.
When any player uses an item, all items gain a 2% crit chance for the fight. No. I will not be clicking on that. That's all items, including your opponent's item, by the way. This item critting doesn't matter. This item can't crit. Yeah. And then I only have 3 other items. Just not worth it. Can freeze items crit? I don't think so. Alright, we'll check out the large items, even though these are both very strong options, but I have a lot of gold and I really want Vineyard and I want Lemonade Stand upgrade. There's also Igloo. But I will pass. Diamond Money Tree, 48 gold. Disgusting. Shipment is buyable here. Unfortunately, nothing that I wanted, but do make a little bit of gold and a little bit of max health. This is an easy bargain.
Small items, small people.
This is a Diamond Igloo. Also a Lion Cane. This hits for 720-ish right now. 727. I don't think, because you would think, oh, you have Snow Globe at play. Igloo is good, but I don't think that's how that works. If I had one more slot, then I could remove ATM, put an Igloo, and that'd be that. It could be in place of the Lemonade Stand. Maybe that's good enough. I'm not convinced. I'm gonna reroll. We got Atlas Stone. Not very good, I don't think. And we've got a billboard, which is a nice thing to keep in your stash, in theory, but it takes up 3 slots, and basically does the same thing as this item, which is only 1 slot. And even though it's only small items, obviously, you're selling mostly small items. This opponent also already died and only has 4 wins. So again, unless they just got it together, then this might be a free one. But no way to know until we fight them.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobodies.
Yeah, we got the Weatherlass build. And that's very cool. They have this item, which is giving them everything. So maybe they did just find this. Yeah, it's not gonna matter.
Bring her about.
If I did find the... There is a version of golf clubs that is only a 1-slot item. That's a bit weaker, of course, but still plenty good enough to scale off healing that I haven't seen. So maybe I should be looking at small items and small weapons more often to find that, and then I can put in something else. Upgrade shield items, 5 spare change. So I'm about to get 3 thingies here. Anyway, as soon as I click this, so I would click this, and then my vending machine would go to waste. So I'll just take a shield item. It's fine. And now I have the things to sell. And maybe I should have waited there because I may have upgraded Lemonade Stand, for example. I'm not going to get to a level today. Check out the items.
The Bazaar's a crazy place, right?
Nope. Phonograph is pretty interesting, but isn't a property, unfortunately. So we go next. I can do this and this, though, for the maximum health. Just spend a little bit. And this is quite strong. Get a random property is also fine. This is also fine, but this gives my heal item a little bit of a buff, which is nice. Octopus is probably the easiest 13 gold fight. Just a bunch of little damage things. I would say if you're at this point and not dead, it is impossible to lose to this fight. So perhaps this fight is undertuned. And the reward it gives you isn't very good either usually. But 13 gold. All my weapon singular is upgraded. Properties gain value is fine. 5 chocolate bars or gumball is fine. I'll take that. Haste items from all here. So these events are interesting because it's not just items that normally have haste. It's also items that are enchanted with haste that don't normally have haste. So these items can be very, very powerful. There's also skills. Between these two, I'm not really sure. The Chronos event is a bit rare. I'm gonna try it though. See if I get any high rolls. When you used an item, haste one item for 2 seconds. This could go in place of the lemonade stand. Truly. Do I click on this? It's interesting because if I find a diamond item, it might cost 96 gold, which that's kind of brutal. Have any shield? Yeah, I do a little bit of synergy. Whenever you use an item, haste one item for 2 seconds is pretty strong. I'm gonna click it and see what happens. Alright, that's fine. Gumballs. I'm gonna sell this weights now. It's about time. You can see the amount of respect I have for it by how long I held it. Look at that effect. Wow. Very cool looking. Unfortunately, gonna have to open the thing 3 times here. And there we go. So I'm at 9,198 health. And I can put in this instead. Oh, but this doesn't use. So then this should be here instead. Oh, nope, because it has to be adjacent to this. So it's a little bit unfortunate that this is not going to be hasting this at all. But it is because yeah, it's still going to be hasting. It's all good. Because it's Turbo Fort. See, if this was the 1 slot heal weapon, then I could remove ATM and put in Lemonade Stand instead, and that'd be better. But it's all good. This guy also died, and has some wins. See what happens here.
Are you sure? Have you noticed I'm huge?
Ooh, interesting. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, it's the loop. It's the OP loop. So it's Trebuchet, which has when you burn, haste an item. And then it's this, which has whenever you haste, burn. And then they're just infinitely looping off of each other. That is actually possibly going to get nerfed. Pretty insane. See, that was brutal. Enchant item with burn effects. I don't know about that. Just take it and put it on the bird, I guess. Maybe the snow globe. I wonder if this could gain like you know, whenever you heal or gain burn. Probably not though. Probably just burns a little bit. But I don't really care about the burn at all, so I'm gonna try that and see what happens. Yeah, just 9 burn on it.
This pork roast's almost
I still don't know everything, unfortunately. Okay, try to make myself as strong as possible today or else I will die. I go to... See, the problem with this is this might be, you know, Lemonade Stand upgrade, but I'm just gonna take snack time and shield skills. None of these are amazing. This is fine. Cross Street Champion.
Yetarian strong.
Just a freeze guy.
It's all about motivation. You gotta
Another
know
buff
what
to
you're
this. That is
fighting
pretty
for.
crazy. And there is 3,000 more health. Or I can upgrade this. This might make enemy cooldowns even longer if it's max rank. Is 3,000 health better? That is the question. Probably, but then I can't buy anything. So maybe not. I will upgrade. Does it increase cooldowns by longer? Yes. So I would say it's worth. Sells weapons. I will have a look,
Any good fights lately?
because I could find the thing again.
I do miss it.
And there it is. It's only silver though. So it's scaling at 1/4 the speed. Definitely not worth putting in play at the moment, but I will buy it.
Make me proud.
And it's time to sell this vending machine, I think. I'm at the point where, you know, getting that 3 at the start of the day is not that consequential. I might die at any point at this point in the run. And we got a fight. So yeah, even though this is healing me for 5% of my maximum health instead of shielding me for 50, getting rid of the much larger scaling of the golf clubs here is just not worth putting this in. Opponent hasn't died yet, so it's a little bit spooky. They're probably stronger than me then, because I have died.
I should warn you.
But there is variance, of course.
Not like other Jabalians.
I like that skin, the Vanessa skin. And they're on shielding plus pufferfish. And jellyfish is gonna get all the hasting. So they don't have that many usable items, which makes the snow globe quite good. So I might actually be able to cheese them here with the snow globe freezing them forever. Yeah, it's looking pretty good for me here. And I unfortunately blocked the opponent's thing. It freezes me, but looks like it doesn't matter. And they also have the reborn thing, fiery rebirth. So opponent is very strong, but I got there with the snow globe. So snow globe freezing for 5 is quite insane, it seems. And turbo fort definitely coming into play there. If they had lower cooldowns, maybe they would have got there. Enchant a weapon with lifesteal. It says N weapon. That's going to get fixed eventually. Lifesteal on the golf club seems reasonable. I have 10,000 health. So yeah, and the burn is useless, right? So I will overwrite the burn with lifesteal. Very cool looking effect there. Sucking in everything. Get some skills. Still very, very scarce on skills this run. I don't think I am undervaluing skills, I just hasn't come up that much. When you use a property, your weapons gain 5 damage and your shield items gain 5 shield. Could be good for the ATM. And this property is being used several times. It's definitely not amazing though, and there's a reroll option. When you use a property, adjacent items gain 5% crit chance. It sounds good, but I guess this could go next to the ATM on this side. And then I'm critting always. And this has to be adjacent to this for the multicast. I think I'm going to take the prime real estate.
As long as you draw breath,
I don't know what this guy does, but he looks scary. I'm going to put this here. Go to Trash Titan. This guy looks like poison, but not doing a whole lot. And yeah, this turbo fort ended up being quite strong, I would say. Enchant with slow effects. So this bird currently has nothing. I already have haste, all the haste I could ask for. And so that seems bad. Poison doesn't seem good either. So I will take the slow effects and put it on the bird. I'm assuming it's just gonna slow everything when it gets used. Slow one item for 1 second. So as if the freezing wasn't bad enough. They'll also get slowed a lot. And there's a 1600 shield. Or I could take some maximum health. Temporary boost seems good when you only need 1 more win. So that's 1100 health. I don't think I'm changing my items here. It's crazy that this ATM is still just kicking. ATM is... when I first saw it, I thought there was no way I'm ever putting that in play, and boy was I wrong. The first time you use a large item each fight, shield equal to 10% of your max health. Unfortunately, Turbo Fort doesn't get used, so it doesn't work. When your enemy has more health than you, your shield items have their cooldowns reduced by 20%. Also bad. When you crit, okay, this is actually rather good. So I put this here instead. I don't care about the crit chance on this. Make this crit, so I'm critting a lot. Then I make this go up, which then makes this go up. And then I get a lot of shield. Seems good. And we have a fight. So this is the last fight of the run. I'm going to sell this just for a little bit more health. And we go.
You do see these tusks, right?
Another aquatic gamer with Astrolabe with crit chance. But yeah, looking like I'm going to be able to freeze my way out of this one as well. So I think we got there. Boom. And 155 gold to spare.
You can learn. You have to want it to win it. And I want it bad.
So yeah. Pretty good run. Can't complain. Started off pretty strong. Was a little rocky in the middle. Started to fall off a little bit, but eventually found some ways to buff the freeze on the snow globe. Found the turbo fort and upgraded it. And that was very huge. Overall happy with that run. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching and have a beautiful day.